Sudan, a country in Northeast Africa, has been ravaged by a brutal civil war since April 2023. What began as a power struggle has spiraled into a conflict that has claimed over 15,500 lives and displaced around 9.5 million people. The fighting is primarily between the Sudanese armed forces, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, commanded by Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, or Hemedti. Both factions are locked in a deadly struggle for control, devastating urban centers and forcing millions to flee their homes. Sudan's conflict isn't new. The country has faced internal wars for decades, but this time, the stakes are higher, with millions displaced both internally and across borders into Chad, Egypt, and South Sudan, straining limited regional resources. Since the conflict began, around 2.2 million Sudanese have fled to nearby countries, creating one of the largest refugee crises in Africa. Neighboring nations are struggling to support this influx with limited resources for basic needs. Humanitarian organizations face immense challenges in providing aid. Many areas remain inaccessible due to violence, and aid workers are often caught in the crossfire. Despite the efforts, the need far outweighs the resources available. Sudan's economy is collapsing under the weight of this war. Inflation has skyrocketed, and essential goods are increasingly scarce. Food prices have surged, making it nearly impossible for most families to afford basic items. Nearly 230,000 people are at risk of famine, and Sudan now holds one of the highest malnutrition rates globally. Ongoing outbreaks of cholera, malaria, and dengue fever are further worsening the situation. Sudan's displacement crisis has reached staggering levels, with over 7.3 million internally displaced and another 2.2 million seeking refuge in neighboring countries. Sudan's strategic location near the Red Sea complicates the situation. This vital region attracts global powers due to its proximity to major shipping lanes. Prolonged instability could disrupt international trade. As the civil war continues, the people of Sudan endure unimaginable hardships. With no end in sight, Sudan faces a grim future, and the international community is called upon to act before the human toll climbs even higher.